Here we go. What is going on, everyone? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. Hope you guys are all having a great start to the morning. I'm going to start sharing my screen in just a little bit. Market just opened, and it's time to have some fun and make some money. I need to put my little desk up a little bit more just so it looks a little better. But how are you guys all doing this morning? So for those that are tuning in for the first time, let me go ahead and just welcome you guys. So here we go. I should be able to see me at least right there. Huge sell-off on ticker symbol Gush. Wow. That's not something that I expected. Let's see how D guys and you guys are doing. Not much movement. I'm already up a certain dollar amount. I'm going to try to buy the dip on this. Here we go. I'm going to do about, let's say, 1,000 shares. All my alerts going off. We'll just send it. Here we go. Filled at 12.56. For those that have not kept up to date with my overall profit, I've been trading since 4 a.m. this morning. What the heck? This thing is all over the place. Not too sure why it shows that I'm down on you guys. So that's going to have to update. But I'll show you guys. My TOS has been all over the place this morning. But we should be able to see on DGAS, right? I'm up $334, so not a huge dollar amount. On ticker symbol UGAS. Not too sure why it shows $2,500. That's a little weird. I'm going to have to refresh my TOS. Give me one quick second. I'm going to log out and log back in. Let me put this way. But for those that are tuning in for the first time, my name is Ricky. This is our live trading session. I normally go live once a day, every day, Monday through Friday with the Learn Plan Profit group. This is something that I usually only exclusively offer for the LPP group. And I once a month go live for everybody to tune on in. So I'm really happy that some of you guys are able to take time out of your busy morning. Trust me, waking up in the morning is not something that I think ever gets really that easy. But it's, I think, very rewarding, especially if you get to surround yourself with a lot of people that motivate you and empower you. And especially if you have fun with what it is that you do, then I don't want to say it's not that bad. It just makes it a lot easier, right? I think I'm going to have to move on over to the West Coast. Or the East Coast, right? So I don't have to wake up so early. But just to thank you guys again for your time, whenever it is that you guys are ready, if you see value in the way that I trade, and if you see value in the way that I break things down, I know you guys are all deal hunters and always looking for the best deal ever. So off of the Learn Plan Profit course, it should be the first link in the description. If you don't see it, you should be able to refresh it, refresh the live stream, and then you should be able to see a $75 off coupon. That's going to be valid until the end of today, and it's going to be for the first 20 people whenever and if you are ready. So again, it's not something that you have to do, but if you do want to take advantage of that deal, then again, that is there for you. So here we go. Let's go ahead and go back to ticker symbol Gush. So it continued to sell off. Now it's down to $12.30. So again, I should be down. I'm down $187 on that position. Let's go back to the overall open. So there it goes. There you can see my overall P&L on the day on UGAS, DGAS, or Gush, and DGAS. So as of right now, why is it that I bought the dip on Gush, right? And it's still selling up. So one of the things that I do, am I sharing my screen? Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. All right, I'm going to have to move this on over just a little bit just so I can see your guys' chats, if that's okay. But here we go. How many of you guys are tuning in for the first time? I want to get a show of hands. How many of you guys are tuning in to the live trading session for the first time? How many of you guys tune in all the time? First time tuning in, and where are you guys tuning in from? So for those that aren't familiar with who it is that I am, I'm from Arizona. So I'm live, Mountain Standard Time. It is 6:34 a.m. Here we go. First time. Wow. Okay, cool. We have a lot of new people tuning in for the first time. Super cool. Let me know. Also, after this, I hope you guys know that Learn Plan Profit, which is our paid private group, that's not the only option, right? We have TechBud Solutions, so maybe if you're just not ready to take that next step, we have a free group. It's the largest one out there on Facebook. It should be the second or third link in the description. I would just love to stay connected. And feel free to direct message me like what you thought and what you enjoyed about the live stream and maybe what I could do better. Again, this isn't a time or a place for you to copy my trades. And here we go. We see ticker symbol Gush beginning to pick back up. I'm going to add, and I'm going to explain to you like how it is and why it is that I trade like this. So I'm going to do 100. I'm going to do another 1,000 shares. So these 1,000 shares, let's go ahead and see. I'm going to lower this to 1. Here we go. So that's about $12,000. Perfect. So one of the things that I'd like to do is right now it's not showing signs of an uptrend, right? So this is a dip buy opportunity. Right now, my overall whole position size. So if I'm in 100% and there it goes, it's already beginning to uptrend. So I'm trying to commentate and trade at the same time. So just cut me a little bit of slack. Here we go. We're about to get filled. Boom. There we go. Filled at 12.48 on ticker symbol Gush. But one of the things that I like to do is when I'm buying the dip on something, especially something that I feel comfortable trading. So I trade these series of ETFs very often. That's besides the point, right? But one of the things that I like to do is average up. If you're part of Learn, Plan, Profit, you know what that means. And what that means is, when I see an opportunity of something selling off very quickly and it makes sense on why it can recover based off previous patterns and how it was trading just a couple minutes ago, one of the things that I like to do is sometimes, and correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes a newer trader would just be like, okay, my account size is $1,000. I'm going to go all in with $1,000. That's not how it works for me. One of the things that I like to do is my all in is $50,000. So one of the things I'll do is I'll buy a $10,000 or a $15,000 or a $20,000 initial, right? My first entry point. And if and only if it begins to indicate signs of an uptrend, I'll add more to my position size, another $10,000 or another $15,000. Ending up, once I'm fully invested in my position, that would be $50,000. It doesn't mean that I always have to be in with $50,000. Sometimes it pushes up too quickly that I'm only in with $30,000, or sometimes I'm just in with my initial position size. But that's okay. The biggest and the thing that I like to focus on is just making sure that I feel comfortable with what it is that I'm trading. And again, it's not adding more to my position size as something is selling off, but making sure that I'm doing my part in trading in quality patterns that are showing signs of an uptrend. So here we go. It's already pushing back up. We just broke over $1,000 on the day just on ticker symbol Gush. That puts us a little bit over $2,100 on the day. Here we go. This isn't even part of I don't know if you guys know, but today is the natural gas report. How many of you guys have ever traded the natural gas report? I want to see a show of hands. How many of you guys have ever traded the natural gas report? This is my favorite day out of the week. So when I was talking to my team about hey, again, our free live training session is normally on Fridays. What's next, right? I was like, no, I want everyone to be able to experience what it's like to watch me trade during the natural gas report. All of you guys know that. That's a huge focus that I have. And I think that's what makes me a little bit unique in comparison to other traders. Not that I'm any better or anything like that, but I think that I offer a lot of value due to my experience when it comes down to trading those reports. And you can feel free to ask any Learn, Plan, Profit member. But yeah, 1 hour after the market opens every Thursday, right? If we're on schedule, every Thursday, 1 hour after the market opens, there's a natural gas report that is released. And that either drives the price up or drives the price down for you guys and D guys. I don't know which way it's going to go. But one thing I do know is once one does sell off, right? I can buy the dip on that one. And because the news isn't going to be super detrimental to that ETF, it tends to recover after 10, 20, 30, 50 minutes, and then it begins to recover. So that's one of the things that hopefully you guys will be able to experience if you make it the full hour with me, because it's 6:38 a.m. and the natural gas report, my time, will not be released until 7:30 a.m. So it looks like we're getting rejected right around this EMA line, so we're getting a little bit of consolidation. So I'm just going to set my alert here, and then a big portion of this live stream, I'll also be breaking down stocks for you guys. So I also do want to remind you, I do have the live chat open to everyone, and this is my first time for our free live trading session that I have it open to everyone publicly on YouTube. If I see a lot of people spamming the chat in any way, I'm just going to simply remove you. And again, let's not ruin it for others, right? So here we go. What software do you use? If you look at the top left-hand corner, it says TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim platform. If you've watched any of my videos, those are really the only, the only thing that I've really covered before. But here we go. We got ticker symbol DGAS. Looks like it's already consolidating. Look at the RSI. It's already overextended. Yes, it can continue to push up. If you guys look at natural gas /NG, it's already at support. So look at the MACD. It's beginning to descend. So now we could just wait for lower lows. So I'll set my alert here. And if /NG begins to pick up and DGAS begins to sell off, then maybe we can take a position on UGAS before the report. Let's see. Here we go. So I'm going to close this out so I'm not so focused on the dollar amount that I'm either up or down. So what is my exit? I would like to get close to or near to around 1271 to about 1280. I saw a lot of consolidation during pre-market hours around that general price point. I was really surprised that it sold off this quickly, especially, I don't know if you guys saw yesterday's video, but we talked about this pattern. And again, patterns tend to repeat themselves. They don't have to, right? But if you guys look at the past 20 days, Gush has been showing signs of a very consistent uptrend pattern of making higher highs and higher lows. And yes, sometimes it does break below the SMA line, but not for a very long period of time. So, yeah. So how much is your chat room to watch you trade live? Well, if you would have tuned into the beginning of this live stream, you would have seen that we're offering you guys a discount for the first 20 people that choose to take part of it. It's the first link in the description, and you can simply check it out by clicking the link and learning more about it. So what is going on, Eva? What's up, what's up, what's up? Here we go. Still an aggressive sell-off right here. See what happens. Are we going to find a support? Let's check this out. Here we go. Alrighty. Tesla, here we go. I don't know if you guys saw, but Tesla has been selling off after its earnings. Their, I think, overall loss, right, was 708 million, right, or 408 million, 100 million. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. But yeah, feel free to check that out and learn a little bit more about it. Right now, it's still selling off, and if you check and look very closely, it's been doing a very good job getting rejected by this overall SMA line. So right now that it's pushing up above the SMA line, again, just have a reason behind every action that you take. And it makes sense that around this price range, based off previous patterns, that yes, it can continue to push up, but it usually doesn't last a very long period of time. So anything around this price range tends to be a pretty good sell. Here we go, just more consolidation, not really pushing up or anything like that. What's going on? What's up? What's up? This thing caught it and showed it as spam, but you're good. Where's Weston? So Weston is actually on his flight to Arkansas. So hopefully he made his flight. But yeah, he had a flight at 5:55 a.m. from Phoenix to Arkansas. He's going to go visit some family because he hasn't seen them in a while. So is it $224 per year? No, it's a one-time fee. So it's one-time fee. You get, we're updating the entire course at the end of the month. So you get access to all the updates, right? You get access to the Learn Plan Profit live streams every day. So like this is what you'll get to experience every day for about 30 minutes to an hour every day, depending on how active the market is. And you get access to the Learn Plan Profit Discord chat, which you can direct message me every day and ask me any questions. So what is going on? Yeah, Eva, me too. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to the feedback. Hopefully you guys like it. Steve, of course, thank you again for tuning in. I really do appreciate you guys' time. I know that, trust me, like it's cool and we're offering you guys a discount for like course and stuff like that, and we get to offer you like live trading, but it's a huge commitment, right, to dedicate your time and especially like your sleep. A lot of you guys could be sleeping right now, but I'm just super happy to, have such like motivated people. And I think that's what it really comes down to. You guys aren't watching this video because it's entertaining. You guys aren't watching this video because, necessarily like you like me or anything like that. You're doing it because of the information and what you want to learn from it and stuff like that. So right now, this thing is beginning to sell off. So I'm gonna have to get ready to manage my risk. One of the hardest parts, this has to be one of the hardest parts, and that's why I'm not even looking at the P&L right now. One of the things that I want to keep a close eye on, if we continue to see it selling off, I'm just going to have to manage my risk and sell my entire position size. And I don't even want to look at the P&L because I don't want to be driven by, holy moly. Did Did you guys see that? DGAS with a huge push up. Huge push up. Okay, hold on. This is crazy. Like, Ricky, what are you doing? Again, please, please, please do not copy my trades whatsoever. That's the last thing that we want, especially when there's no indication of an uptrend. How do you get that extra space on the right side of the chart? If you would have watched my video on how to set up TOS, you would have learned how to do that. Just kidding. You just have to click here and then go to time axis and then expansion area. Put like 100 or 200 depending on your preference. But yeah, that's all. The whole my TOS setup, how I buy, how I sell, what I trade, day trade, swing trade, managing risk, and all that. That's all explained in the course. So feel free to check that out. So here we go. Natural gas is still selling off. That is so crazy. That the natural gas report isn't even out yet. So based off of this, it's going to be interesting. I was also on ticker symbol DGAS. I actually just sold before we went live. I would have been up a decent amount. I ended up selling way too early. I sold at 134.52, if I'm not mistaken. 134.52, and look where it's at now. 2.65%. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? And again, it doesn't really matter. I sold because I saw some form of consolidation. Like, why did I sell there? During pre-market hours, why did I sell there? Look at the MACD. It was beginning to descend, and it made sense to me. So because of that, that's why I decided to lock in profits. And yes, there could always be something that can happen, but I think as long as I continue to take actions based off of what actually makes sense to me, that's what's most important. We got Gush beginning to pick right back up again. So again, I'm going to set my alert here to see if this thing begins to uptrend. And on you guys, we're getting some consolidation, so I'm going to just wait a little bit more. And again, right now, I'm just in with $10,000, which is 1/5 of what I normally trade with. So do you have a cash account or a margin account? I have a margin account, which is, again, explained in the course. And if you're part of TechButt Solutions, on the start here or for beginners, it's actually all included. So just signed up. Happy to have you as part of the team. And again, if you guys have any questions on how to get started, how to get connected to the Discord, it's all explained in the course, right? The first couple of videos. So please, please, please don't rush through it. My best way of learning something new is, again, you're taking in a lot of information. So dedicate 20 to 30 minutes to learn something new, take notes, practice it, and until it makes sense, then move on, right? It's not about like, how quick can I get through this? That's besides the point. We want to make sure that the material sticks. So again, if you guys have any questions along the way when it comes down to the course, just feel free to direct message me within the Learn Plan Profit Discord chat. So here we go. No indication of an uptrend. So I'm going to be a little bit more patient on this one. I'm just going to set my alert. And again, I'm in with $10,000. So the overall movement, again, I'm down $5. Like, it's not a huge deal. And it's down about 5 cents. So there it goes. Natural gas just sold off again. So where am I at? So I'm down $50. Again, not a big deal in my eyes. And that is exactly, so just to put this into perspective, that is exactly why, like, my overall initial position size, like when I'm fully invested, just like I've said before, is $50,000. Imagine if I got in with $50,000 and it just dropped, that 1%. I'm instantly down, right? Instantly down those $500. That's like a tough pill to swallow. That's hard. I don't care how much money you make, right? That's a hard pill to swallow. But guess what? Because I just have a little bit of skin in the game, if it's down 1%, I'm down $100. But the margin of profit for recovery, once I'm fully invested and if it plays out the way that I expect it to, is so much more, right? So the upside potential, because of how I approached my initial entry, makes sense to me. And I'm not going to be emotional. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, what's going on? Because of the dollar amount that I have invested. And I feel comfortable with it. I'll let it play out. I'll let it, consolidate. And once and if it begins to indicate signs of an uptrend, then I'll decide to, okay, now it's time to add more to my position size. So the same thing going on here. So again, it is a larger dollar amount here, but I went in a little bit more aggressively. So I'm in with about $24,000 on ticker symbol Gush. But one of the things that I want you guys to know on Gush is, again, like we talked about on the 20-day 1 hour chart, this has a little bit more of an indication of an uptrend. UGAS does not. UGAS has been actively descending, so I feel a little bit more. So when you guys are, maybe if you guys are thinking, well, why'd you go in a little bit more aggressive with Gush in comparison to UGAS? Because I feel like the pattern on Gush is an uptrend, so it's more likely bound to recover. Doesn't mean that it has to, but based off previous patterns, it means that it can. So Hello, Ricky from Indonesia. What indicators are you using? So again, I do have a bunch of videos that like you guys are asking like what platform I'm using. That's all explained on like my TOS setup. I use the VWAP, I use the EMA, I use the SMA, I use the RSI, the MACD. There's again all those FAQs, those frequently asked questions are all explained on a series of YouTube videos. I wanted to focus on much more open-ended questions on things that I can't really answer over like text, right? Because it requires a much more detailed explanation. That's what I would like to cover today, if it's okay with you. Let's see. Will you reorganize the course or update the videos? No, the whole course is being updated with all brand new videos. It's not just reorganizing it. So it's going to be a reorganization and restructure, but entirely new videos as well. Hello, Ricky. What app are you using to trade? Yeah, we have a lot of new traders. You could tell tuning in. So I'm using the TOS Thinkorswim platform. So this is fun. All right, here we go. Gush is beginning to pick up a little bit. What is the transition from part-time to full-time trader? Well, first of all, I also want to thank you, James. I know that you're going to go to the gym, and it looks like you're in the military, so or in the army. So thank you for your service. But one of the things that there we go, Gus just broke above 1241. One of the things that like my transition was super slow. For those that actually know me and knew how well I was doing before I began to before I quit my job, I'm someone that was a strong believer in having a stable income. I'm someone that really was empowered to go to school, and that's why I attended the ASU campus. I don't want to be someone that's no, screw a 9 to 5. I've never been like that because of me always wanting to qualify for a house and qualify for more properties. I always wanted to empower people to why not, instead of just quitting your job and then day trading on the side and doing okay, why not do both? Why not work twice as hard, 3 times as hard as the average person and juggle all these different things? In my eyes, it made sense. Again, I didn't have a family. I didn't have to spend time with certain people. And time, again, wasn't something that I had to give to anybody else. So because of that, I just decided to do all these different things. So my transition from it wasn't always just I just want to day trade and that's all I wanted to do. I don't know about you, James, but I was always someone that was super empowered that when I trade, I only want to trade for a couple of hours when that opportunity presents itself, or not even trade at all for that day. And that's something that I tried to really repeat with a lot of I just want you guys to make sure it makes sense that it's not about how much time you spend trading, but just making sure that when you decide to buy and sell, that's when, the action is happening, and for you to be efficient with that time, that you don't have to buy and sell every single day, right? But it's when that opportunity presents itself. So a lot of people within the Learn Plan Profit group literally do not trade the entire week. And all they wait for is this natural gas report because they know they can grow their accounts anywhere from 1.5 to 3% just on that one day because of that natural gas report. Same thing with the crude oil report on forward/CL, right? On Wednesdays. Or maybe they wait during earnings seasons and wait for aggressive sell-offs, and that's when they present or see the opportunities present themselves. It's you take action when you see value. So I wouldn't even say, especially if you're someone that sees a lot of value in what it is that you do, why not just continue? I mean, a full-time trader, what does that even mean? Do I have to work 8 hours? Because, I don't really do that. When it comes down to trading, I'm not ever really trading for 8 hours straight. But it doesn't mean that I can't make a full-time income with, full part-time, hours, right? Just spending even less than part-time, sometimes 30 minutes, sometimes 4 hours, sometimes the entire day. It all goes hand in hand. So I think it just comes down to understanding where it is that you are and how much time you're willing to spend in this and invest in it, and when you see the most activity. And when you see the most activity, that's the time that I would spend in being the most proactive within the market. So here we go. We got ticker symbol. So here we go. We have 2 things going on right now. So on UGAS, we're getting a lot of consolidation. So again, based off of where I entered, I'm down about $19 on the open, right? About $15. My average purchase price is around $22.05. So let's just average up, $22.05. So that's where my average purchase price is. I have my alert set, so when this thing begins to make higher highs, if and only if, I'll add more to my position size. On ticker symbol GUSH, we're beginning to consolidate and ride this like middle view up in this EMA line. So I'm just gonna wait a little bit longer, and I'm down about 237. So my average purchase price on this is about 251. And again, the dollar amount isn't the part that's too important. It's the percentage. So right now my break even would be right around 1250. So I'm gonna wait off on that. Let's see. All right, so we got 35 minutes until the report. Does it keep your alerts until you delete them? No, until they're triggered. Hey, Ricky, how does the market react during the summertime? Well, it depends. It depends on overall how the market is doing during the summertime. So it's always different. So there's certain commodities, especially like ETFs, that perform a little bit better or a little bit worse during the summertime. But again, that comes with experience. So just dedicate time to look at previous patterns during the summertime and which ones tend to do well, right? And then just pick up on those patterns. Again, patterns tend to repeat themselves. They do not have to. So that's why it's so important to wait for confirmation. So that's why we've been paying a lot of attention to like you guys, right? At least for myself, I've been seeing it like, man, maybe it's time for this thing to begin to bounce, but there's no proper indication just yet. Any update on your real estate? Would like to see more about it. What do you mean? There's two things that I'm working on when it comes to my real estate investing. The first house that I bought, I don't even think I've shared this on social media because I'm going to be making a video about it. But the first house that I ever bought, where I filmed like the course and where I filmed all my beginner videos, I'm remodeling that entire house right now. So I have the guys living there right now, living with me in this house, and I'm remodeling that entire house. So I'm really excited about that. But the other thing is the hard money loan, right? That's on the 26th. So tomorrow, I believe I initiate the funding for the hard money loan, and that's when it's going to begin. And I actually spoke to, so huge shout out to Lenny, who's actually the real estate agent that's assisting me with this and got me in contact with the individual, the investor that needed the money. So he's going to be taking me along and then visiting the location, seeing what they're working on. I think it's super cool. It's I've invested in real estate before, but just like you guys know, I've invested in multiple different markets. This is going to be something that is going to be a new learning experience for me, and I'm going to be able to share it with all of you. So it's not that it's going to be perfect, but it's going to show you like raw footage of what it's like for a new investor to offer hard money loans. And that's something that I'll be sharing on YouTube. So I'm really excited about that. And for all those that are going to be asking, I'm not going to create a real estate course. I'm not interested in creating a real estate course. I'm not passionate about it. I'm not super knowledgeable in it. The only reason that I've done well with real estate is because of the people within my inner circle of helping me find good deals and just good motivating people. So here we go. We should be at that break even. There we go. Dab, dab, dab. We're only down about like $27. Here we go. All right. You guys ready? Let's see it. Ooh, you guys is also pushing up. Here we go. Let's see it. There you go. Ooh, $17. All right, again, Ricky, don't look at the dollar amount. Don't look at the dollar amount. Hold up. That is not correct. I don't know why it shows that I'm up $3,900. This is the part that's like, TOS is like really messing up. Yeah, I'm not up $5,000 on the day. You guys saw how much it was that I was up. I should be up about $2,100 to $2,200 on the day. That's, yeah. And when I started this live stream, it showed that I was up a certain dollar amount that I wasn't. So I have to refresh the screen right now, but I just don't have time. So I'm going to have to do this. Give me one quick second. Ricky, doesn't Gush react to natural gas and oil? I would say it's a combination of two, but there's no direct future that I pay attention to, at least to my understanding, when it comes down to trading those two series of ETFs, like Gush and Drip, right? That's not something that I really pay too much attention to. So it's a little bit harder, right? But the reason I became so attracted to Gush is due to our Learn Plan Profit stream yesterday. It was, first of all, Weston traded it, which is, our beginner trader that's been shadowing me, and he made $170, if I'm not mistaken, in like 10 minutes. And again, he's paper trading, he's simulation trading, so he's just practicing. But it was because of the opportunity that it presented itself when drip pushed up super aggressively. It made sense on why it could correct itself. So yeah. What is going on, Jonathan? All right, guys, we have to welcome Jonathan. Jonathan just got out of work and he's tuned into the live stream. No, Jonathan, we still have a minimum of at least 30 minutes for this live stream. So you are good. Here we go. We got ticker symbol Gush consolidating above. There we go. And again, I don't know why it shows that dollar amount. That's really frustrating because now I don't know how much it is that I'm up or down. Look at the MACD. Look at the MACD. This is one thing that I also want to explain. So I might actually have to sell this position because it's not performing as how I necessarily expected it. Like it might consolidate a little bit more. How many of you guys have ever made the mistake that when you guys enter a position, you hope that it continues to go up and you don't sell that position? And again, just be honest, because I know I've done this. And you guys don't sell that position because you hope that it continues to push up so you can actually sell it for a profit when it's obviously already showing signs of a potential resistance. So look at the MACD and look at the RSI, right? It's already showing signs of it potentially being overextended. Looking at how it sold off, you know, the potential for this pattern to make lower lows and lower highs is there. I mean, it made lower lows. Now it could be making lower highs. So I need to be careful. And again, if I'm so focused on my initial purchase price, I'm like, oh, well, I have to sell it for a profit. I have to sell it for at least $12.60 so I come out on top. Your entry point and your exit point are completely irrelevant to, you know, what it is that you are trading. You're completely irrelevant into the market. So there we go. Perfect example. Now it's beginning to pull back. So one thing that I could do is because look at the MACD and looking at the RSI, knowing when there's a potential break of pattern, there's nothing wrong with just locking in profits or cutting losses. And this is the whole part. It's the most difficult part. And it's much easier for me. First of all, I'm a little bit more experienced, right? Well, let's hope so. Second of all, I'm not under the PDT rule. So I don't have to only like, and I know that's sometimes even the hardest part because it's not even the dollar amount that you're up or down, but it's knowing that you're under the PDT rule. And now you're not going to be able to day trade maybe for the next day. And trust me, it sucks. But what would suck more? If you were to hold that position and it were to continue to sell off and then you end up bag holding it and then you just drain your entire account, and then what happens after that? You get discouraged to ever trade in the market again, and then you're just like, screw this, I'm done. But why? Because it was that initial mistake of not managing risk. So we got ticker symbol UGAS pushing up right now, and again, it's not up a huge dollar amount, and now it shows that I'm down on UGAS. This is ridiculous. Wow. My TOS is messed up. So I'm going to have to exit and log back in. Make sure you didn't buy 100K versus 10K. No, definitely did not. Here we go. Looking at the MACD, looking at the RSI, the middle VWAP might be acting as a resistance. So I'm just going to get my position ready to sell on. So my overall, what's it called, position size on you guys is not even that much either. So I just have to make sure that we sell it at a decent price point and then we just go from there. Yeah, I'm going to have to restart my TOS once again. Sorry about that, team. How many of you guys have ever had that issue? I know I was talking to a Learn Plan Profit member and they said that they had a very similar issue. Looking at /NG. Let's see. It obviously still has margin for potential recovery, right? No question about that. Like natural gas can still push up, but it kind of broke its pattern. It had a support here and it had a resistance here. But then because it broke below this, you know, like we know, old support levels can become new resistance levels. So we have to be very well aware of that. So I'm just going to set an alert. So close to around this area, it might not be a bad idea to lock in profits. All right. My TOS breaks every day. It's so annoying. Yeah, it's definitely a little frustrating, but hey, I mean, TOS, the actual platform itself is free, right? So it's not that bad. So we just have to kind of work with it. My TOS crashed in the middle of the trade. That sucks. That's happened to me where how many of you guys for the Learn Plan Profit team tuned in when I tried to enter a position of something that was aggressively pushing up and I would have made like 1.5% and my TOS froze and it never filled my position? That was frustrating. But again, like, you could complain as much as you want. I guess you could call them if you really want to, but it's just like, again, like, pick your fights, right? Here we go. Ticker symbol Gush. You guys ready? Lock in profits, should we? Let's see. It's all about the mindset. Yo, what's going on, Mason? What's up? What's up? Can we get a push up? Can we get a push up? Or are we still going to see this as a resistance? What is going on, Justin Larson? What's up? What's up? Here we go. Look at that MACD. Look at the MACD for you guys. Look at the RSI. We're seeing some indication of a resistance, right? Can we push up? Natural gas is looking pretty similar to, the MACD, right? The MACD is beginning to flatline, consolidate. So we got 25 minutes until the natural gas report. Like the RSI beginning to flatline. Natural gas just broke above its resistance, so we should see a nice little push up. Where are you at, you guys? Here we go. Nice little push up for the boys. And again, it still shows that it shows that I'm up $5,000 on Gush, which I'm not. And then it shows that I'm down like 2,000 on you guys. So that's going to be fun. I actually don't even know how much I'm up or down on this position, so I'm just going to sell here. All right, there we go. You guys saw me buy. You guys saw me sell. Why did I sell? We're getting close to this little middle VWAP area. Again, this thing can continue to push up. I can choose to get back in. And what does it show that I'm up or down? So it shows that I'm up. Now that seems a little correct. Okay, so now we're back. Okay, so it corrected itself. So yes, 334 on this. On Gush, I'm down 119. That makes sense. And then 1,000 on you guys. Okay, we're good on that. Alrighty. All right. And guys, the natural gas report hasn't even came out yet. We're just getting warmed up. Oh. What is going on outside a random channel? What's up? What's up? Oh my goodness. I see you guys still pushing up. Where's it at? Oh no. Natural gas is pushing up. That was pretty cool. All right, I'm standing right now. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I'm too excited for the natural gas report to be sitting down right now. Too anxious. So here we go. We got ticker symbol Gush beginning to push up. So I'm still down on the open on this position, right? I'm up on the day. So you guys saw me buy the dip. Could have gotten in at a better purchase price. I averaged up. Could have averaged up at a better purchase price, but again, it made sense to me, and I think the margin of profit is worth it. So we'll have to see. Ricky never sleeps. No, it's not that. I definitely do sleep, and sometimes I could sleep forever. Honestly, I think that's my issue. I could literally sleep forever, but we'll sleep when we're dead, right? Yeah, but I definitely need to take better care of myself. I think that's one of the things. I need to start eating healthier, and I need to get more quality sleep. I think that's what it is. The Caitlin Central. Okay, some people get excited about getting new shoes. Some people get excited about getting a new car. I get excited every Thursday because of the natural gas support. You know why? Because profit. That's what it's all about. Just kidding. It's about having fun and making money, right? Enjoying what you do. So sleep is important, but it's also good for you to go to the gym. No, I agree. I agree. What are you trying to say? They don't look big enough? Right? Yep. So yeah, again, I do want to remind you guys that, again, the first link in the description, if you guys want to be able to watch me trade live every single day and be a part of the Learn Plan Profit team, it's the first link in the description, or refresh your page, and there's a $75 off coupon for the first 20 people, whenever it is that you guys are ready, if you're ready. I actually want to see a show of hands. We already saw when we first went live. How many of you guys are tuning in for the first time? I want to see a show of hands now. Oh, watch out. Gush is beginning to potentially downtrend. Look at that MACD. I love being a part of the team. What is going on? Camera Lady 101. What's up? What's up? There we go. First time. Alrighty. What do you guys think about this live stream? That's my honest question. Is it what you expected? Have you ever watched anyone trade live? Have you ever seen anyone make money over the market? What do you guys think about it? Is it like a different experience? Do you think like while you're learning how to trade that it would be helpful to ask these specific questions? Oh my God. First time. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Love it. Wow. You guys are so great. Are you guys happy that you guys woke up a little bit early to tune in? You should do it every day. That's the whole point of the Learn Plan Profit group, right? You guys crack me up. All right, sweet. That's so cool. Here we go. Ticker symbol UGAS still pushing up, so I'll set my alert just in case this thing really begins to rally. But as this thing becomes overextended, if it begins to sell off, keep a close eye on DGAS, which is the inverse ETF. Do you trade live in LPP? I literally trade live every day with Lone Pine. Oh, Monday through Friday, right? So yeah. LPP is worth every penny. I appreciate that. Thank you. Happy to have you as a part of the group. You guys are ridiculous. You guys crack me up. You guys selling off. I did see that. Here we go. Let's check out the futures. So how's this looking? /ES selling off. So again, that should be according to the S&P 500. So /NQ should be selling off. Very similar patterns. Yep, there it goes. Looks like it's trying to catch a support. So I'll set my alert here. And to see if this thing continues to sell off, then I believe that's in favor of SQs. But don't quote me on that. Where's the TechBuds mug? They're dirty because Justin and all my roommates are super dirty. No, I'm just kidding. It's probably just getting cleaned or something like that. /GC, super overbought, super overextended, and it looks like it's beginning to sell off a little bit and making lower highs and lower lows. So keep a close eye on this. So I need to wake my butt up early though. Nice. I know. Trust me, it doesn't. I honestly, from experience, I don't think it gets any easier. I don't think waking up early gets any easier. I'm new to LPP and haven't made it to this part, so I figured I'd ask. Do you recommend that we trade even if we restricted? Well, no, because if you... No, I think that, if you're restricted under the PDT rule, then you should respect it or you get suspended for 90 days, right? That's just my opinion, but yeah, I would definitely say that it's probably worth just waiting. All right, let's see. Here we go. Let's see. Okay, sweet. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, you can use brackets like OCO brackets if you're familiar with those. You definitely can. Ricky, how did you meet all your partners and all your business partners? I actually met them all. The majority of them are all were part of TechBud Solutions. So like Weston and Caleb and Justin, they were all part of TechBud Solutions, and I decided to partner up with them because of the value that they provided. So yeah. You guys testing the middle VWAP? Thank you, James. Let's check it out. Oh my goodness. Huge sell-off on Tesla. What's the margin? Actually, hold up. I'm going to sit down. The margin isn't too bad on Tesla. We got 15 minutes until the natural gas report. 15 minutes. Let's see. Where are we at? You guys broke above 22.31. Dang it. Here we go. All right. What do you guys think about Tesla? Let's see. I like the MACD. I like the RSI. Margin for profit, 2%. Not bad. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take a small position. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just get in with a better entry. Let's see. All right. Here we go. There we go. Tesla had a bad earnings report last night. Yep, very well aware of that. There we go, still selling off. Let's check this out. So 250, 278. If this thing continues to sell off, so what would that be? Let's see. Yeah, that's around 1%. So yeah, I feel comfortable around this area. Do you short sell? I do not. No, I personally do not. Just because I don't doesn't mean that you can't, right? But that's just not something that I cover. So Ricky, do you feel positive? The positive gas report. What? Do you feel positive about the natural gas report? I don't know what that means, but I don't try to guess which one's going to go up or which one's going to go down. I just focus on usually buying the dip. So right now, looking at /NG, because natural gas is selling off on the overall day, one of my core focuses is I hope that it's in favor of natural gas, so natural gas shoots up, and because the overall direction of natural gas is downtrending, that I'll buy the dip on degas and then ride that up. That would be my perfect scenario because of how right now natural gas is selling off. So if natural gas was pushing up, I would then hope that degas pushes up, then that means UGAS pushes down, and I could buy the dip on UGAS, and natural gas is pushing up, so then most likely when that news or report becomes less relevant, it will pick back up. But yeah. So do you have cheaper commissions? Yeah, I've talked about it before, and it's covered in the Learn Plan Profit lesson library. I have $3 commissions, so if I choose to buy something, right? So with my hotkeys, you guys can see that my commission, that's showing a future there. But let's go to Siri, right? So if I want to buy this, and buy, right? You can see my commission is $3. Yeah. How many shares of Tesla did you, yeah. Are you guys not paying attention? My goodness. 50 shares. I showed my overall, that just doesn't make sense to me. Mine is 695. Yeah, I think that's the base, 695. Go. Let's see. My goodness. I know. I definitely don't want to be mean and be like, oh, you guys not paying attention. But if you guys could just check these out, then let's do it. You guys just broke below. I like that. All right. What software are you using to trade? TOS. You guys cracked me up. I guess that's what these live streams are for, right? Do you guys like how I crack up when they crack me up? It's like, what else can you say? How do you feel about Shirt Trader? I don't know. I've never used it. I've used Fidelity. I've used TD Ameritrade. I've used Charles Schwab, and I've used Robinhood. That's all. I have no experience using anything other. Ricky is like, watch my videos. They went over that question. Yeah, I know. It's just, oh shoot. Oh, I didn't mean to hide it. Oh, sorry about that. I just don't want to be like mean, you know. We have a lot of new traders getting started. There's no reason to be disrespectful. But yeah, you guys crack me up. That's the easiest way to put it. Oh, you guys crack me up. Here we go. We're getting a little bit signs of this thing making higher highs. So maybe when this thing pushes above, I can add a little bit more to my position size. But until then, we'll take it easy. Tesla getting rejected at the EMA line. I wouldn't really say that. It's above the EMA line and it's just trying to make higher highs right now. How many people buy your course each day? That's just not something that is like of relevance to you. I would say I don't get some of the questions people ask me. Like, ask me questions that will like benefit you, right? Like, why ask me questions that are not of any relevance to you? That just doesn't make sense to me. That's just like a waste of my time and a waste of yours. And quite frankly, if you direct message me like those type of questions, like that's what I'll tell you. Like, stop wasting my time and stop wasting yours. There we go. There we go. There's so many messages going in right now. I'm kind of getting dizzy looking at them. 8 minutes until the natural gas report. Holy moly. So now I was in with 50 shares. I added an additional 50 shares. Now I'm in with 100 shares. So I'm in with about $25,000. I'll probably leave it at that. I don't want to go in with $50,000 on Tesla. I just wanted to do a nice little trade, maybe make $100, and that's it. So I'll leave it at that. So once we get close to this specific resistance, I'll probably sell. So what area is that? 255, 28. So here we go. All right. We got one of our first breakdowns. I'm not going to be doing too many breakdowns right now just because the natural gas report's going to be coming out, but I'll do this one. So this one's uptrending on the day. Looks like it was uptrending yesterday, and it was doing a really good job trading in between the middle and top VWAP. And you could see this, but it took time for it to even get here. So it didn't actually begin trending up till like 7:30, right? So that's why it's like, don't be so pressured to try to make your decision on what to trade and get stuck in something within the first 30 minutes. How many of you guys have ever done that? And again, I just want you guys to understand, like, especially right now, this thing had a lot of consolidation. It broke below the overall SMA line. It's trying to show signs of recovery. I wouldn't see this to be a swing trade. Yes, it can recover, but this would most likely act as a resistance. But look at them acting, look at the RSI. So again, just be very well aware of that. But how many of you guys have ever done that where you're just like, wow, I just want to enter and exit within the first 30 minutes and try to make the most? It just doesn't work like that. Like, if you see how beautiful this chart is, right, and how it began to trade in between the middle and top VWAP, you would have not been able to identify that till like, 10 o'clock. But if you would have waited till 10:30, a 1.2% margin based off previous patterns, how it bounced here, consolidated, pushed up based off previous resistance, sell there, that's like textbook trading, right? Textbook patterns. So why not just wait? Be a little bit more patient, especially if you're under the PDT rule, and especially if you're just getting started. Trade smart, right? Sounds good. Thank you again, Anthony. Have a fun time. All right, here we go. We got 5 minutes until the natural gas report. Tesla pulling back. Looks like it got rejected a little bit around that middle VWAP. As it was downtrending, it had a lot of consolidation around the middle VWAP. So, definitely can be something that we might experience. I almost need to blow my nose. All right, here we go. What's your plan if it goes against you? Manage my risk, right? I'll lock in profits. I'm still up on the position. I should be. I mean, not a lot, but I'm still up on it. So I hope you feel better, bro. I'm sick too. Yeah, I feel like I get sick all the time, huh? Can you guys excuse me for like 1 minute? Oh, shoot. Tesla's pushing up. I need to blow my nose before the natural gas report. There we go. You guys making lower lows, so that's good. I would normally get into D-gas right now because then you guys are selling off. Can you guys explain to me why I'm not in D-gas right now? Why, with a confirmation of you guys selling off, right? And it looking at the MACD, looking at the RSI, why would I not get into D-gas right now, this very moment, 7:27? You guys got it. You guys got it. You guys know what's up. Natural gas report. I don't know. If I know something's going to happen. One's going to push up and one's going to push down. I don't know which one's going to go up. We're too close. So just like when earnings comes out or just when certain news is going to come out of a certain stock or ETF that you're trading, is it worth the risk? To me, it's not. So that's why I'm going to hold back just a little bit. So I just want to share that with you guys. But yeah. Holy moly. Consolidation at its finest. All right. We got 3 minutes. I'm going to go blow my nose real quick. 1 second, please. Heard him blowing his nose. You guys are ridiculous. Leave me alone. You guys crack me up. All right. Here we go. Time to pay attention to natural gas. I'm just... Tesla. Whoa! There we go. Here we go. A little push-up for the boys. Here we go. Sell it. Boom! 148. Not bad. All right. Just in time. We got, what is that? 40 seconds until the natural gas report. Perfect. I don't know why it doesn't show your little emoji thing, but here you go. Hopefully makes you happy. Here we go. All right. We got 20 seconds left, so make sure you lock in profits or cut losses depending on wherever it is that you are, right? Let's do it. Oh. Ready for this? Let's see it. You want to do the countdown with me? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Pick a side. Where you at? Ooh. 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 What's going on here? Okay, I like that. Let's see where it's at. Looks like it's in favor of natural gas, which is you gas. Here we go. So I'm going to go in with this initial position. Oh, that's too much. There we go. Ooh-wee. Build that margin. The more patient that you are, the larger the margin of profit that you build for yourself. Right? Here we go. Be patient. Be patient, people. And I'm getting in right now. And again, there's no confirmation. So again, please be very well aware of that. Here we go. I'm going to have /. There we go. Got filled on my first position size. Huge push up on natural gas and new gas. Huge push up. I like that. Build that margin. So it almost played out like we expected. Natural gas is selling off. It has a positive catalyst. Drives the price up. But it won't last normally based off previous patterns and based off my experience. And again, that's just me. It won't last. Oh my goodness. There it goes. Holy gee willikers. So even with that position size, I'm down $73. Not bad. It picked up so quickly. I was about to buy just a little bit more. Ooh. All right. Let's see. Natural gas back at its resistance. So check this out. /NG. Watch this approach its resistance. Look how overextended it's become. So, and again, this is no confirmation just yet, right? Damn it. Let's see. Let's see it. Come on. No, it's already picking up. Natural gas is already selling off. I wanted to buy just a little bit more. Let's see. Come on. Dang it. Okay. Just going to be a little bit more patient. I think it could pull back a little bit. Come on. Give me a decent entry. There we go. I'll take this. Ugh. Didn't get filled. Are we in? No. Okay. Oh, there it goes. See? Sold you guys for 28.80. Nice, nice. Oh, and there it goes. There it goes selling off. So I'm going to buy just a $10,000 position size. This is 75 shares, right? If I get lucky enough, here we go. Yeah. Let's see. No, I'm not. I don't watch those type of videos. Those are like video games, right? Yeah, no. Why didn't you buy you guys as positive report? Again, because you feel free to do whatever it is that you want, but the way that I trade is that I don't know which way the natural gas report's going to come out. It either pushes up or pushes down. I buy the one that sells off and then ride the recovery. That's how I've normally traded it. That's what's worked well for me, and that's why I do it. Just because I do it does not mean that you have to, and I just want to make sure that you're well aware of that. Let's see. My goodness. All right, the MACD's beginning to conform. There it goes. Here comes the sell-off for natural gas. Let's check this out. Again, looking at previous patterns, we could see a very consistent resistance on natural gas, right? Here, 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 and here. It makes sense on why this puts natural gas and you guys overbought and overextended. So no longer a good deal when it's around this price range based off of previous patterns. So as this thing begins to sell off, then that means that D-gas begins to push up. And again, that is why I buy the dip. Just because I do it does not mean that you have to. If it doesn't make sense to you, then please, 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 for the love of God, do not do it, right? That's the biggest thing. It's you only trade what you see value and what makes sense to you. Let's make sure that we stay true to that. I can't stress that enough, and I'm not kidding. I'm not like joking around about that. Like that's super, super important. So what made you want to get into the stock market being as young as you are? So I shared that in the My Story video. I talked about wanting, I searched up like quick ways on how to make money, and that's just something that like sparked my interest. But obviously it was not quick, and it took time for me to even consistently be able to grow my account. So I lost money when I first got started, just like everyone else, right? So that's why we focus so much like attention to our Learn Plan Profit members to practice, because it definitely does take time. But I don't want to say practice makes perfect in the stock market, but you get a lot better, and you gain a lot more experience, especially with simulation trading, paper trading, all that good stuff. So, all right. Any programs like Thinkorswim for UAE? I think Interactive Brokers. I'm not too sure. I'm not from the UAE or EU. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but check them out. We have a lot of members within Learn Plan Profit that are part of Europe, so feel free to ask them. Ricky has a video for every question, and yep, I mean, I don't want to say for every question, but I feel like I tried to do my part and doing it. So what do rich people do for fun? I mean, I would like to say that I'm not someone that does anything that's I mean, I'm very blessed when it comes down to like what I've accomplished in my life and stuff like that, and in the monetary aspect, of course. But I wouldn't say, at least with like what I like to do with my time, I like to work and spend time with my team. And what we do for fun is we like cars, so we'll go on little drives and we'll go-karting. That's about it. I don't know. We'll go out on the weekends, right, because we're of age. But yeah, it's just to each their own, right? Not everyone's into... I don't care too much about traveling, right? What else is... I've never taken a private jet. Doesn't mean that I can't. I don't care to. I think it all has to do with like, even if I had what I had in my account, or like let's say 90% less, I would still be able to live the way that I do because of like how I've accommodated my life and stuff like that. So I don't care for fancy food. I don't care for fancy things. The only thing that I like is my house and my cars, right? But we make money off of our cars, and I make money off of my houses. So why not turn your passions into profit? So there we go. You guys is selling off. Wow. I mean, natural gas is still pushing up. We saw this last week. How many of you guys tuned in to last week's natural gas report? And it took forever, literally took forever for natural gas to perform the way that we expect it to. So huge sell off here. Ricky goes to Chipotle for the boys. What is that? It's cracking me up. Yep. What is my P&L? I love how people care so much. So I'm down 277. You guys crack me up. But again, I'll keep you guys up to date with my overall profit or loss on this, right? So I'm up on the overall day. I'm down right now on the open. So my current position, based off my experience and based off how I normally trade this, I think I should be just fine. So would you cut losses on this trade? Of course, if there's a break of pattern. But the thing that we have to understand is that right now there's a report that was released 10 minutes ago, right? So I have to give it time for it to consolidate. So we can't just expect it. This is where like patience really is of the essence. Where do you plan to sell degas? So I would like to sell at around 135, really, in all honesty, around 136 to 137. So I think that this is going to be my last trade for the day. And I think that this is where I can make an extra $1,000. So what's my average purchase price? So 134.23, okay? I think that by the time it begins to pick up and I add more to my position size, I'll probably be at an average purchase price of 135. And by selling at around 137, oh, definitely. I think I'll be up over $1,000 just on this open trade. So I think I can close the day at 3,000, 3,500 on the day. I'm very, very happy with how today has played out. I just have to give this one a little bit more time. So, yeah, for those that are asking, are you still in Gush? Yeah, Gush is still consolidating around 1230. So it's still riding that support line. I'm waiting for this to, break above the middle VWAP and then sell close to or near to that SMA line. So I'm excited to see how this one plays out. It's been really trying to ride it and push up. So we'll have to see how this one goes. So I'll set my alert here. We'll simply follow up with it. But here we go. Are you swing trading? I would not be swing trading Gush right now. There's not enough confirmation. We talked about this in yesterday's video. What website are you using to buy and sell stocks? Guys, can you guys help me answer that? What website am I using to buy and sell these stocks? TOS, think or swim. There we go. All right, I'm gonna push this thing up. So we'll close this out. There we go. Ooh, you guys are still pushing up. Wow. Wow, it's still not. There we go. Alrighty. So I'll move more on over here. Do you ever get Chipotle for breakfast? Well, Chipotle doesn't open until like 10:45, so I wouldn't really call that breakfast anymore, right? You guys just broke above its resistance. You guys is absolutely killing it. Look at previous patterns. Look at previous highs, right? Look at that RSI. Look at that MACD. My goodness. So I'm going to stop adding more to my position size. So right now on, what's it called? DGAS, I have 275 shares, which puts me at $36,000. So, and it picked right back up again. Dang it. So I'm going to wait till the break above the EMA to add my last position size, and then I'll leave it at that. So I'm going to probably just add about $14,000 more, putting me at the $50,000 thing, and then we'll leave it at that. So did the deal for TechBuds HQ get accepted? So yeah, I don't know if a lot of you guys know, but we're working on establishing a physical location for TechBuds, which will be for our Learn Plan Profit members or for anyone around the area to be able to come in, dock up their computers, and trade live with whoever it is that's in the room. So. I saw your message, Helifar. So, Ricky, I love trading and being a YouTuber. Do you think I should concentrate on both or one? I think that if you can manage both, great. I think that when people try to learn two new things at once, it's very difficult. You're already verified on YouTube, so I've seen your videos as well. You're already established in that niche. Now, if you could continue and maybe build a team around that to fulfill those roles and responsibilities, that will allow you to then maybe explore and learn a little bit more about another market that you can then become a little bit better in, then great. Why not manage both? You just have to work twice as hard, right? But if you're okay with that, then why not just put in the effort? I think that's my approach. So, yeah. But that's pretty much it for today. I'm really excited to see how Diaz ends up performing, and feel free to I think within around 1 hour. If Diaz does not begin to push up, I'll just cut losses. Right now I'm down about $200 on Diaz, so not the end of the world. Again, I'm still up on the day on Diaz and on the overall open on the day. So really happy with how today played out. Now I just need to give it more time. So last question for you guys. Did you guys enjoy this live stream? Do you guys think that it's something that you guys saw and that was of value? Let me know. What do you guys think? Yes? No? Do you guys like these monthly free live trading sessions? Yep. I like it. Okay. And we have a lot of people that were just tuning in for the first time. Now, my second question for you guys is, how many of you guys would like to experience this every day, right? Within the Learn Plan Profit live stream and the $75 off coupon with the first link in the description. Is that something that you think that you guys are ready for? What would you guys like to see? That's a question that I want to ask you, right? So, do you guys think that you guys are ready to take that next step? I like that. Okay, sweet. So you have some people that are saying we have to save more, need to wait for my next paycheck. Yes, right? I just want you guys to know that there's both options, right? We have the free group where you could watch my videos on YouTube and you can tune in to one of these once a month. And then you have the free TechBuds Solutions group. But if you would like to work with me on a closer basis, if you would like to watch me trade live every day, I just want you to know that it's an option. It's not something that you have to do, but for those that see value in it, of course, I would love to work with you guys on a closer basis. So again, refresh your page if it does not show up. It's $75 off the Learn Plan Profit Lesson Library for the first 20 people at the end of the day. So I'll leave it at that. I hope I earned your thumbs up in this video. Really do appreciate you guys' time. I hope you guys just absolutely kill it today. Lock in profits and make sure that every action that you take is working towards your overall goal. So continue working hard, continue following your dreams, let your passion be your drive to success. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.